Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I will be showing you how to achieve this beautiful slay, honey. This is daytime, nighttime friendly, but in this tutorial, I will be showing you how I get to this look. So I already have my eyebrows on and my foundation. Right here, I'm just going in with my concealer. This is in LA Girl Concealer in color Fawn. As you can see, this color is basically the same color as me. Um, Now I do sometimes go in with a concealer 2 shades lighter, but that's if I want a more dramatic look. But for this look, I want to keep it very soft. And usually for my day to day, I keep it very, very natural when it comes to the concealer. Um, so I'm gonna just tell y'all now, my leave out and my lips were dry in this video. Ain't nobody finna tell me about myself before I tell y'all about myself. Okay? But for my foundation, hey, for my foundation, I'm going in with the Tarte Amazonian Full Coverage Foundation, and I believe this is in the color um, Hazelnut. And then the Lancome Teint Idole, that is in color 460. And I'm just mixing the two because I'm in between shades. Now for my contour, I am going in with this Anastasia foundation stick, and this is in the color Truffle. I like their foundations for contour and concealer purposes. I wouldn't personally wear it as a foundation. Not this one because it's super hydrating and I'm oily. So here I'm showing you, now for my contour, I do not go all the way down. Like I know a lot of people bring it all the way down close to like where the dimples would sit. And I don't like to do that because once you blend it out, that product is going to move and it's going to actually elongate the jaw, even make you look like a jigsaw. So as you can see, I'm just going back and forth, and this is just a contour brush, a Sephora contour brush. And I'm just going back and forth and then kind of doing like circular motions, just trying to buff it out. I don't want like a distinct line. You shouldn't be able to point out where my contour is like located. It should just it should be an idea. Hey. All right, I don't know what I was doing there. All right, so now I am going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I am just packing that on in the areas that I highlighted with. So the under eye, the nose, the forehead. And now I'm taking that powder and I'm just outlining my contour. And you see I kind of faded that out at the end because you don't want it to be very sharp. Like everything you want to be very seamless and blended. Alright, so I'm going in with my Urban UK eyeshadow primer in the color Eden. This is pretty much the only one that I use. And you'll just want to make sure that everything is smooth and blended out to perfection because you do not want any harsh lines. Your eyeshadow will tell on you, okay? And that is not cute. So now I'm going into my crease with my bronzer from Becca. It's called Panama Sun, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. And I'm just using a crease brush and just going right under my eyebrow bone. And I'm going in with this coral palette. This is a Huda's Obsession palette. And I'm going in with that kind of rustic color and I'm just packing it on in the corners and then blending it out. A lot of times if you're not really sure where you want to place something, if you just pack it in that one spot and then blend it out, it definitely helps gauge where your product is going, especially if you're new and just starting out with eyeshadows. Sometimes it can be really intimidating, but just pack it on. You see, pack it and then just blend her out. That's it. That's it. So all I'm doing here is just packing on that color. I just want it to be really pigmented because, you know, she cute. So now I'm going in with the Sephora. This is a tapered crease brush, and I'm using that same color. And you just see how the difference is when you use one brush and then use another one. Like, look at that color. All because I switched the brush. It's the same exact color. So I'm just, intensifying that color as much as I can and just blending that out in my crease. So now I'm going in with my Morphe palette, and this is the 35 OS palette, and I'm going in with that color. I wish they had names, but I'm going in with this color right in the middle. I know it looked like I was going to do the other one. Don't play yourself. And I'm going in with this. It's a large all over shadow brush, and I'm just packing that onto my lids. Just all over the front of the lids, not really concerned with the ends. And then I'm gonna go in with that kind of rusty color. It's like a little bit warmer than the first color that I used, and I'm just going into the corners. So I'm going on top of that Huda rustic color, and you see it's just playing off really nice against that orange rustic color. Now here I did not show it yet. I will show you, but I'm just using a lighter shimmer in the front because I wanted to kind of have some contrast, but then when I put it on I realized it kind of messed up my whole flow, but it's okay. This is makeup. Things don't go your way. So here, I'm gonna show you. So this is the color. Hold on, we're getting it together. This is the color that I'm packing on in the inner part of my eye, and then that color right there is what I'm going to use on the outer part of my eye, the outer corner of my eye, sorry. And I'm just using the same all over brush and just packing that first light color into the inner corner, and then you see, boom. And then now I'm taking that second color that I showed you, and I'm just going into my crease, in my outer crease with that color. It's with a blending brush. So now I'm going in with the Huda Warm Brown Obsessions palette, and I'm just taking that dark brown, and I'm just using that. I'm gonna place that right along my lash line, almost as if I was putting on liner, just to add some dimension, you know, depth, you know, a little oomph. And I'm just going along that my lash line, and I'm using a small all over brush. And now I'm going in with some liner. This liner that I'm using is Kat Von D's. I believe this one is the tattoo liner. And then I'm going back in with that same brown, but I'm using a smudge brush. And you see the difference again, using a different brush, it just intensifies it. Alright, my favorite part of my makeup, I'm going in with my bronzer, and this is just a very fluffy blush brush, and I am just going into the contours of my face. So I like to think of it as a number 3, so you'll go along the hairline, right underneath your cheekbone, and then along your jawline. It doesn't have to be in that same order, but you get the idea, you know? And now I'm just using, this is just a clean powder brush, and I'm just dusting away that excess. I waited to do it after I put on my bronzer just because putting the bronzer on over that setting powder allows it to blur the line out, so you're not left with this straight line for your contour. Again, you want a very natural, well, as natural as we can get, contour. And now I'm going in with, this is just a eyeshadow brush I got in an eyeshadow palette, and contouring my nose. Now I'm using a smaller blush brush and with the same bronzer, and I'm just going back over it, and you see how it just intensifies it. Again, I cannot emphasize it. It's all about the brushes and how you use them. So here it does kind of, and I wouldn't say it's a dramatic difference, but it definitely adds on to the color. And now I'm going in with this Urban Decay eyeshadow, honey, and it's a beautiful rustic color. And I'm gonna use this eyeshadow brush. It looks like a concealer brush, but it's not. It's literally an eyeshadow brush. And I say that because there's a difference, because a concealer brush will not pick this up. So I'm just using that. And so yeah, I picked up some product on its side, and I'm just packing that on to the front of my lid. And I'm just keeping that all on the lid, not going in the crease. So now I'm going in with this. This is a eyeshadow paint by Tarte, and this is Princess Park Ave. And in putting that into my inner corners and along my eyebrow. And then I'm going back in with that rustic color again and just doing the same thing underneath my lash line. Alright, so for my brows, I'm using, this is a beauty supply store brow gel, and I'm just combing my hairs out. I don't really like to have such clean and precise brows anymore. And then I pop some lashes on. You see the difference what lashes will do? Okay, so no voiceover for this part because this is very important. The highlights, your highlights, our highlights. We show highlights together. Hold on. Okay. So I take a setting spray. This is a Kat Von D. I like this one for this part because it's misty, and that's what you want. You don't want your brush to be saturated. So And my fan is throwing off everything. Okay, so you sprayed it, you sprayed your brush, then you go into your highlight, tap, tap, tap. And then you wanna just start to, in circular motions, blend her in. Ooh. And then I like to go in without the spray one good time and just continue to blend that out. And sometimes the highlight kind of takes away from the blush and you look kind of like washed out. You don't have that color anymore. I just take my blush brush and whatever's on it, I just blend out that. Now you're probably like, well, why don't you use your contour brush? Because your highlight kind of goes into your blush area, so you don't want to bring your contour out here because then it's gonna look crazy. You work too hard, okay? All right, repeat. So I'm gonna take a shader brush and I'm going to go in with my highlight. Now I already put that eyeshadow there, but as you can see, this eyeshadow is a deeper gold than the gold that I'm using. So this is just gonna add some dimension to it. So I'm just taking a shader brush. This is Sephora shader brush, brush 18. And I just picked up a little product. Let me show you. I picked up a little product on the brush, just on the tip of it. And then I'm going right underneath my arch and just kind of like dragging that out. Almost applying it like how you apply concealer. You can see how it just makes it pop a little bit more. Are you seeing this? Oh, I need this glue off my face. Alright, so I let that glue dry by my eye or my lashes. And you just want to take, I usually take tweezers, but I don't feel like looking for a darn thing. I feel like that's all I've been doing in this tutorial is just looking for stuff. But you just want to take your, you know, anything that got to deal with the eye, everything stops. Okay, so you see how easy that was? I just used the end of the comb. I don't recommend a comb. Because it was here, we use it, but usually I'll take my tweezers and I'll just scrape it off and then it's like back to normal. Or sometimes it will take a little bit of the makeup off. You just go back in with your beauty blender you used and just blend that back out. Also fix your eyeshadow if you brought it down too low, just a little bit. If it's a lot, then don't do that. But I'm going to go in with my Starlit liquid powder. What? My Starlit liquid number. Okay, seriously, this is my Starlit liquid highlight eyeshadow. It's really an eyeshadow. You can use it as like anything, though, because it's beautiful. But anywho, I'm gonna take that same shader brush, pack it onto just the tip of it, and I'm just gonna go on my hand and pat it out because I just don't want my brush to just have like a glob of it. And then I just pack it on top of that orange gold, that deeper gold that we did. So you see how like when I dipped it in, it was so saturated. So what I did is I wiped off the excess on my hand. And now I'm just blending that in and then doing the same on the other side. Alright, so now it's time for the lip. So I'm going in with my NYX. This is Club Hopper lip liner. I know you couldn't see it. It was not focusing. And I'm going to line my lip with the NYX pencil. And then I'm going to go in with, this is the Anastasia Cool Brown Matte Lipstick. I really love this lipstick because it stays on all day, but it's not super drying. And then I'm going in the center with the Anastasia Liquid Lipstick in the color Hudson. And I'm just popping that in the middle, and then I'm just gonna blend that out until it's a subtle ombre. And then you see it kind of loses the lip liner. So I'm just going in and touching up that lip liner so we don't lose that depth. And that concludes my video. Y'all see I finally tried to get my leave out together because it was a whole struggle. But most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I went all out of order, but like, who says it gotta be in order? Thank you so much for watching yet again another video. I appreciate the love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.